Alrighty, bbay40 back with video number 3 in my series of 4 videos on getting on a leaderboard as fast as possible. So anyway, I started this off as a noob. I went in with the alt account and never played this game before with this account, so I started at ground zero. And at this point, I managed to get myself the medic class. And you can see I've got my healing station up to 4.5 stars upgraded. And the turrets are up to 4 stars. And this is actually may have been enough to get on the leaderboard, at least early in the month. You probably could have done it in only 4 games instead of 5, but I took 5 games to do it, starting from scratch, from zero, going through 5 games to get the medic class upgraded enough to where I can easily get on a leaderboard. So, but this is game number 4, where I went in to try to get the last Zombucks I needed to get 5 stars on my healing station and my pulse turrets. So it went well. I actually made it. I think it was almost to wave 350 in this particular game here. So I'm setting up my defense again, and I didn't mention before, but the buff towers, they call it a buff barricade now, but they only buff your gun that you use to shoot with. It does not buff the turrets. I asked the developer directly, and he actually responded, which was nice, and said, yeah, it only does your weapon. It does not do the towers or the turrets. So that's the only thing that the buff barricade now is used for, but it also gives you more speed. If you drop a few of these buff towers around, you can run like twice as fast. You can run a lot faster within the diameters of these buff towers. So now I'm building up my defense here again, and this time I'm going to be able to build all the way out to the outer diameter of the healing station. So I got myself a kind of a nice spot where I've able to drop my healing station and my buff barricade. But actually I'm thinking about it and looking at the way things laid out. And you can see on the left, on the edge, I ended up with some empty space there that I just could not fit under the turrets. So I recommend, if you do this, start from that edge. Lay down turrets as close to the edge as possible, and work your way in from there, leaving a space, where you want the healing station to be in the middle of your fortress, of your arrangement of turrets. You actually won't even need the buff tower until you get out, 3 or 4 turrets away from the edge. Then you can drop a buff tower and save up a lot of money before you drop the healing station. So once you drop the healing station, you can stand in the middle of it and use all that money to just drop turrets all around it. And you can isolate that spot just for the healing station. But one thing you really got to be careful of is, you drop a healing station by hitting the letter C. If you accidentally drop a buff barricade in that same spot, you won't be able to put the healing station there again. So be careful not to ever hit the letter X instead of C, and you'll be okay. So I'm jumping ahead. I'm going about every 50 waves to show the bosses that come out. And the first boss you kill at wave 50 gives you $3,000 and 3,000 Zombucks. The second boss that comes out, it's just a single boss. It comes out at wave 100. It'll give you $6,000 and 6,000 Zombucks. And the third boss that comes out at 150 will give you $9,000 and 9,000 Zombucks. After that, at wave 200, you get 2 bosses. And they're back down to 6,000 each. So you end up with a total of $12,000 and 12,000 Zombucks at wave 200. 250 is another 2 bosses. And I believe the wave 50, I think it's 7,500 each. I wave 250. But we'll see that. I think I show that in this video here. I don't think I cut out 250. I think I went each, like I said, each 50 waves, showing a clip from the bosses. And wave 300, I think, is also still 2 bosses, and you start getting 3 at wave 350. So my gun isn't any stronger, so it is taking a while to drop a boss. And I don't upgrade it. Even in game 5, I'm not going to upgrade this gun because I want to save all the Zombucks I can to get the Vector. Is what I'm going to want to get. I haven't actually bought it yet with Zombucks. I'm shy about $300,000, or 300,000 Zombucks. I gotta go in one more time and get the extra Zombucks to buy the Vector. And when I get the Vector, I'll do a video on that so you can see what it's like and see what kind of strength it has and how well it takes down bosses. And I'm going to do these long leaderboard runs in order to get as much Zombucks as possible so I can upgrade it also. Now, one thing I noticed, and I may be wrong, but I believe it's not worth it to go into hard mode because you do not get more Zombucks or more money in hard mode. No more than you do in regular mode. So if you want to just earn the Zombucks, just stick to regular mode. You know, in the other games, like Tower of Zombies and Zombie Mayhem, they actually tell you at the beginning how much extra you can get in XP and money and Zombucks. But in this game, as far as I know, they haven't increased the amount that you get. I could be wrong, and the only way for me to find out, I guess, is to do a test run of maybe do 1,000 waves in regular and then 1,000 waves in hard mode and see which one gives the most the most Zombucks and the most money. But from what I've seen so far, it seems to be the same. I haven't noticed any significant difference in the amount of Zombucks and money that you get between the 2 modes. So I wouldn't worry, but if you want to level up and get the Zombucks and everything, it's easier to do it in regular mode. Don't fight hard mode. It'll slow you down and you won't earn as fast as you will in regular mode. So now I noticed I do have enough strength in my healing station. It's at 4.5 stars to where the zombies never threaten to take out my turrets. My turrets never get weakened that much. As long as I keep dropping a healing station. And you can, I'm kind of zoomed in a little so I can see the health bars on the top of all my turrets. So you can actually, when you get your turrets and your healing stations beefed up, when you beef up the turrets, you not only do they do more damage, they also have more health. So they can take abuse from the zombies longer than they could before. I don't have to worry about the turrets being taken out by the zombies. With the combination of their increased health and the increased healing station, there's no threat really of the zombies taking out your turrets unless you forget or take too long to drop a healing station. Then you might lose some turrets in between. But when you drop that healing station, it will heal everything. So this is the Mecha Zombie, and one thing that's fortunate is that they did not make these bosses very strong as far as the damage that they do. I mean, these guys, I think, do less damage in this game than they do in their other games. Their Zombie Mayhem and Tower of Zombies, they have these, all 3 of these bosses are in those games. They're not as big as they are in this game, but they basically act exactly the same. They just upscaled them, made them bigger, but they didn't make them stronger. They didn't make them to where they do more damage. I mean, they do some damage, but I mean, that Mecha Zombie, my healing station kept up with it. It wasn't damaging me to the point where my healing station couldn't heal me. back to 100%. So that was wave 150. That was the third time we had a single boss come out. So you've seen each boss come out. Wave 50, 100, and 150. We saw each one of the 3 bosses. So now we're coming up on wave 200. We're going to get 2 bosses. So I'm moving along pretty good. I've still got money to spare, and I've laid down all the turrets that I think I can fit inside my radius of my healing station. So all the money I get now is going to go toward buying more healing stations. And that's where you want to get to the point where you could build a good defensive structure like this, your layout, and you've got every spot available filled with turrets, and you don't have to buy any more turrets. You can just save all your money that you earn. You can just save it toward healing stations, and that's what'll get you on the leaderboard. You'll be at the point eventually, I forget how much money I had at the end of this video, we'll see at the end. But when I did game number 5, where I went 1800 waves, I had about close to $800,000 to spare when I died. So if I was here sitting at my computer paying attention, I could have kept myself alive with the healing stations, that I could have kept going. But I'm going to show you, you won't believe the bosses that were on me at that point. That's why the last thing you want to do at the very end, once you get your medic fully upgraded, you want to buy a really strong weapon. And the choice is between 2 weapons that you can buy: the Vector and the HK MG4. These are 2 big guns, 2 strong guns that are in the tier 6 gun, the same tier that the minigun is in. If you look in the lobby, click on the bottom left of weapons, and you can click on the minigun, and it'll pop up below it. It'll show you the weapons, alternate weapons that you can buy with Zombucks. And you've got to get, after this, after you hit this point where the medic is fully upgraded, that's the next thing that you want to work toward, is getting one of those really, really strong guns. So you can take these bosses down much, much quicker. I mean, this is just regular mode, and you can see how long it takes. It takes a long time. And actually, at wave 300, when those 2 bosses come out, it almost takes me to wave 350 to drop both of the bosses. That's how strong they are compared to my minigun. The minigun just is not, it's not upgraded at all. It does do better when you upgrade it, but don't waste the Zombucks on upgrading the minigun. The Vector and the HK MG4, both of them, when you first buy them without any upgrades, both of them are stronger than a fully 5-star upgraded minigun. So that's why you don't want to waste the money on upgrading the minigun. You want to save that money to buy either the Vector or the HK MG4. It'll be well worth waiting and saving that money up to get one of those 2 guns. And I'm going to actually, with my alternate account here, I'm going to get the Vector. And I'm only 300,000 Zombucks away from getting it. I got 1.2. I think I may actually have 1.2. There may only be a couple. I think it's 1.5, close to 1.5 million Zombucks to buy the Vector. So I'm going to do one more run later, and I'm going to get the Vector. And when I get the Vector, I'll do another video on that to show you what that gun is like in the game. So I end up going through and killing these 2 bosses, and then I just quit because I want to see how much Zombucks I had, and I want to fully upgrade my deployables here in the medic so that I could do a leaderboard run. I could have possibly, I mean, you can see I'm up to $74,000 now. You just keep earning money. But if I stayed here in game 4 and done it in game 4, it just would have taken longer because everything's weaker. My turrets are weaker, my healing station's not 100% upgraded. So I decided to quit and go back in and upgrade those deployables. And then I went back in for game number 5 to get on the leaderboard. So let's see if I actually do the upgrade here. Yeah. So I end up going ahead. I got 215,000, which is more than enough to upgrade my healing station to 5-star and my turret up to 5 stars. Now I could have added a little bit more to the buff tower. I did a couple, got it up to 4 stars, but I would have needed more money than I have, more Zombucks to get it to 5 full stars. I could have gone another half, but it really, to me, it wasn't worth it. I wanted to save that money and put it toward getting the Vector. Thank you for checking out the videos. I hope you're catching all of them. I'm going to do number 4 tomorrow, where I actually make the leaderboard run and go 1,800 waves. And if you like it, give a thumbs up. And hope this helps you guys out in leveling up fast and getting the best. I'm trying to show you the best options in this game to help you succeed and get as far as you want. So thanks for checking it out. Give it a thumbs up, share it, like, subscribe, all the good stuff. And catch me in the next one. Thanks. Bye.